the way it goes, let me just make sure I'm right, is it's takes, check, king here. And I actually saw this idea, but then I tunneled on another idea as I was going through it. So it's takes, it's e7, check here, 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 here. Then you come back, 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 check here, 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 here. Knight f6. If rook h8, you check block. If takes, then you go here, 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 and then king e2 and you win. That's it. Yeah. So it's takes, rook c1 here, takes. Sorry, king f2. Sorry. Not king g2 because after rook h1, if you go e7, there's rook e1, and if you take the rook, there's king c6. And problem is if you take, king gets here. If you push the pawn, king gets here. Only way to hold is to go like king here, and knight f8. But then after king e7, it's a draw. So you can't go to g2. If you go to e2, there's rook h1, e7, rook to h5. And if you make a queen here, I go check, and you end up losing the queen, and it's a draw again. So the correct way to play this is king f2, takes, and then e7. Now this I all saw very early. The thing is you have to come up with a concept of how to win. Now again, after check, you can't really go to the e file, because if you go king e3, I always have this idea with the draw. And if I go here, same thing, rook h5. If I go to f1, he just checks, and we're back where we started. So the way that you win is you go king here, check. You don't go here because of rook h1 with the check behind. You go here, check, you go here, check, and now you eat the pawn, and now black checks. And this is the thing, like when you get to this part of it, what happens is now the way that you win is you bring the king all the way back. You go check, check, check. Now what I saw originally was, you guys probably wonder, well, why can't white go king here? Because check, knight f6 here, check here, and knight f8 wins. But the problem is that if you go king e6, black goes rook h1 again, and there's rook e1 check, and it's a draw. So that's why you have to be careful, and that's why you go here, check. Again, if you ever go here, there's always this idea with rook h1. So you have to go here, check, here, check, king to e1. And now what you do is you do the shield up to d6. You go king here, check, here, check, here, check, here, check, here, check. And now you don't go king d7 because then rook takes as a draw. What you do is you go knight here. If black goes rook h8, you go check, king here, knight f8. And now there's no rook h1. King is not on the e file. So like if you go down, I just make a queen. And I mean, like even with the king here on a safer square, there's no way, because after check, I just very calmly, there are many ways to win, but I think king d7 is simplest. Knight holds this, no square here, and I make a queen next move. So what you have to do is you have to take the knight, and then if I go here, you go here, and it's a draw. But I can go king here. You have to check. I come back, you check. I don't go, I mean, maybe king e3 already wins here, but the simplest way is to go king d3, rook to f3, and now king to e2 or king d2, rook check, king e1, and you win the game because the pawn gets the end of the board, and that's game over. King e5, rook h1, king f6. No, but the problem with king e5, you guys, is you're not crazy. So okay, let me go to this position. Is that there's, let's just say, okay, let me put the position here. So you're saying like check, king e5, black doesn't go rook h1 loses because of knight f6. Actually, it doesn't lose, I don't think. But black can also just check on h5. I mean, maybe here knight g5 actually wins, or no, it doesn't. You probably go back to the same line as before, but that's the reason it doesn't work. That took about, well, like 10 minutes or so roughly.